Hi, Gemini, or anyone watching for Gemini. This is a love reading for you for now, from now until the 1st of July. So I've shuffled your deck, I've pulled your cards. Let's take a look at the bottom of the deck, which is the Knight of Cups. And we'll talk about what's going on here, and then I'll get into your spread. So this is kind of interesting because it looks like to me there was a situation here where you were being cautious, right? There's emotions, but it's almost like you were waiting before you went all in. You wanted someone to grow up first or to show up in a different way. And so you never were willing to settle down with this person, or you had a tendency to leave this person alone to think, right? Or to live in it's almost like the mess that they've created for themselves. There's love, but there's also this energy of like, okay, but also you're a big boy, you're a big girl. You need to figure this out, your own stuff. If you want me, you're gonna have to know what you're doing. You have to come correct. You have to come different. You were wanting a partner that it's not that you had a problem with somebody having baggage or history or trauma or whatever, but for you, you're very clear on your lessons that you've learned in life, why things happen to you. You've learned how to manage like negative thinking or anxiety. You're very strong within yourself. And so even though there was a really strong love for this person, you knew that you wanted an emperor, you wanted an empress. You didn't want a Knight of Cups, right? Like you care about me, that's great, but your life is a mess, or you're a mess. And I love you, but I don't love what you're bringing into my life. I don't love the feelings that I feel when I'm with you. And so you were very, I don't want to say it was easy for you to release this person at all, because I see that it wasn't. This took some deliberation about like, what is the optimal distance here? Can I keep this person around 2 days out of the week? What do I do with this person, right? But the hard part is that because they weren't making growth, because they weren't making progress, you just kind of threw it all out. You're like, you know what, whatever. I can love again. I will love someone else one day, right? Not in a huge hurry, but I don't want to stay somewhere that I see no growth, right? It seems like this person became more of a source of frustration for you than happiness. And I think that's where you really had to call it in regards to the situation. I feel like you were really transparent about this with this person. This wasn't a secret. It looks like for every turn of event, this person was well aware of why you felt the way you felt, what you felt like you were looking for in a partner. Not that they had to be that, but if you were going to settle down, who would that look like? Who would that look like building a life with? What would you need to feel comfortable to do that? You were very transparent with this person. I think this person, for some reason, thought that you would become jealous or triggered and come after them. If they got in a relationship, they thought that you couldn't possibly be happy on your own. And it's not because of you, it's because they've never known somebody that was able to be alone or to move on from someone and not regret it, or feel like they wanted them back, I guess. It seems like this person did a lot of projecting, so they didn't take you serious, right? What I'm seeing here is you've got this Knight of Cups, and they're up against this five of Pentacles. You washed your hands of this situation, and this person is just kind of like on the outside looking into your life, right? In the next few days, it's possible, the next 2 weeks or so, that there's some kind of revelation that's coming in for you, okay? I feel like you've gotten into a space where you don't need anything from any of your previous partners. There's nothing that you need to hear. There's nothing that you want to hear. you're more concerned with being not just moving on, but being aware of like red flags if you're dating or wanting to meet someone new, right? Not putting yourself in the same situations. What's interesting is you're going to be discovering something about this previous person, right? This Knight of Cups here that's like at this brick wall. Now this could be the person that I've been talking about, is what it feels like. But for those of you that it's not this person, this could just be somebody new who's complaining that you have walls up, okay? And the person that I was talking about in the bottom of the deck is the reason why your walls are up. So that's why that person came through. It could be either one. But what I'm seeing here is it's almost like you're discovering that someone is exactly what you thought that they might be. And I think the difficulty here is that you were feeling like there was a possibility that whoever this is that you're learning this about could have become something more to you. And with this discovery, it's like, wow, like I almost feel stupid for thinking that there was a chance that you could have gotten it together or become better, or you get what I'm saying? Like, it's not that you wanted to change anybody, but it's like when you communicate what you need, you are hoping that if somebody is caring or hearing you, and they want to keep you in their life, they'll make the necessary changes, right? But you're not issuing a command of like, you must do this, right? You're just saying like, this is what I personally need. So you've been hoping that if you were transparent about that, and that if you moved accordingly, where you're like, okay, this isn't what I need to do something else, that if this was the person that you were supposed to be with, they would, out of respect for you or out of love and trying to like keep the relationship a thing, that eventually they would get on the same page as you. And what you're discovering is that is very far from the case, unfortunately, okay? What's coming towards you is actually the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. So if anything, as frustrating as this may seem, this is confirmation that you made the right decision when it comes to keeping your walls up or not communicating with whoever this person is. You know, perhaps ignoring this person, because something is going to happen in the next 2 weeks where you're going to see that you didn't lose anything. You know, if you would have let your guard down, if you would have opened up to whoever this is, it would have turned out to be a horrible misjudgment on your part that really could have set you back and kept you stuck, okay? And that's not where you are anymore, you know? So it's a good thing that you stayed the course, or you will be staying the course if this hasn't happened yet and you're receiving some kind of apology. Stay the course with being protective, because you will very soon see why that's important, okay? Now, as far as how this will affect you, unfortunately, you're now going to see the situation as something that needs to be completely done. And that's the hard part, is like, you're already kind of not speaking to this person is what this looks like, but the hope needs to be killed here, right? And hope is probably like the saddest part to let go of, like the hope that somebody will become a better version of themselves or live up to the potential that you know that they have. But this is literally you seeing, based on whatever this person reveals to you, that this is just a losing situation, right? That even holding on to this kind of hope for you is actually stopping you from being able to have something new and wonderful in your life, okay? Why this is happening, Judgment in the reverse, it's because you still had the door cracked, right? Or even though you saw red flags, if this is a new person, you were still like, well, maybe I'll wait around and see if they'll show me something else. For the majority of you though, I feel like this is the person that was in the back of the deck that had played around. You know, I think that you were still kind of hoping that perhaps they would get it together. And if they don't, I just want you to understand that's not a reflection of your value, right? I was telling Taurus that the universe, spirit, whatever you believe in, will hide your value from people who will squander it. And this is quite literally a scenario where that has happened, right? But it's almost like you've been kind of subconsciously holding up something for yourself, in the sense of like you're creating in the space that you're in, but you're not branching out just in case, right? Just in case this person gets back to me, I probably shouldn't, whereas now with this happening, whatever this is, you're going to be able to see like, wow, okay, this is what I needed to see. And it sucks. And I don't feel like this is going to be especially hurtful to you because you're already really emotionally removed from this. Like there's no emotions here and there's no wands here. So you're not taking any action towards this. You're not like deeply desiring this. It's just kind of like a thought in the back of your mind that persists. This is not going to be a thing anymore because you're going to see like, wow, the only thing stopping me is me, right? This is exactly what I thought it was way back when I cut it off. I really hoped it would be something different, but it just is never going to be something different. But now I can be open to something new, right? Your opportunity is the Empress in the reverse. So this is nice because you no longer have to wonder, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to wonder, what if I move out of state and this person goes to my old house with an engagement ring, right? You don't have to wait. Not that you were waiting, you know what I'm saying? But like, if you really loved someone, it is hard to reconcile the fact that they didn't come after you, and we're kind of conditioned to expect that with all the like romance movies, the rom-coms, the like, they run to the airport, like, no way. And then you turn around and you know what I'm saying? Like we as a society have this narrative of like, when somebody deeply loves you, at the 11th hour, they're gonna show up, right? And that's not always the case. Oftentimes it's not the case. Oftentimes they settle for someone that wants less from them or requires less growth, less drive, right? Like oftentimes people choose what's easy, what creates the least resistance in their life, even if they don't particularly want it, right? How many times have you chosen what was easy over what was good for you? I mean, think about like fast food versus cooking at home. You know what I'm saying? Like as a society, we do that. We choose what's easy versus what requires more effort or, what could really be good for us if it means that we have to be uncomfortable. And that's what this person's problem is that they don't want to be uncomfortable. They're not willing to sacrifice good for great. You get what I'm saying? And for you kind of have this energy of like, we had this really great connection. I don't understand because I would go the distance. But that's the thing, is that this person they're not you. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they're not with you. You deserve a partner that's going to go the distance. This person has no stamina and they're weak. And because of that, they're being removed from your life. And any idea that you could see this person turn into or grow into is being taken out of your mind, because this is not where you're supposed to be. I think that in the beginning of this connection, this person could have absolutely done all of the things. It looks like at one point they prayed for you, they wanted you, and then they got you and they could not rise to the occasion. And so this is more kind of like God or whatever you believe in being like, I sent you exactly what you asked for and you didn't know what to do with it. And I'm not gonna let this blessing sit here and be wasting their time. You get what I'm saying? So don't take it personal. Obstacle justice reversed. That's a big obstacle, just so you know, guys, because the thing is that you may look at it like, I want what this person owes me, right? I want this person to give me closure or to give me what they owe me because I sat here and invested all this time when I was with them. Then I gave them space to grow. Like, where is my victory in this, right? That's the hard part, is logically, right? You know that you are deserving of something. You know that you've put work into something. The return has not come from the investment. So that's kind of that sunk cost fallacy of like, I need to stay where I am because I've already invested so much in this, right? But the reality of the situation is that this person just will never have it to give to you. And if they do, you might be too old to enjoy it, right? I don't like to say the word never, but this is something that by the time it comes around, you know, you might be like eating pudding and wearing dentures. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could happen, but it's such a disservice to you to take the debt that this person has incurred with you, right? And to expect them to pay it. You get what I'm saying? Not saying let this person off the hook. Continue to want what you want. Continue to know what you deserve and what is owed to you, right? But take all of those receipts to the universe or to God or to whatever you believe in and let the divine pay their debt, because they'll pay it in full with interest. You know what I'm saying? That's why this is happening, so that you can stop looking to someone who's broke to pay this massive debt they've incurred, and you can take your receipts to the real bank, right? And get what is owed to you and then some, okay? Your Vice Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So just like I said, you haven't lost a thing, right? This is an investment. And who was it that said the eighth wonder of the world is compound interest? I don't remember. Put it down below if you remember, right? Ben Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, some person, right? But it's true. Everything that you want is just building compound interest. So when you go to the right place to take out and to make that withdrawal, you're going to get back so much more than what you even put in. You know what I'm saying? So don't let this throw you off your game. Don't let this throw you off of track and start like getting into this justice in the reverse where it's like, this isn't fair, because it's not fair. And if you stay in this, it's not going to be fair, right? It's just like, it's just not worth a thing. I'm going to take this over to the extended reading. I want to take a look at what's coming towards you. I want to see what kind of new opportunities are in your life. You know, usually I'll look at the person that came through in the reading, but I don't want you to get stuck on this person because they're kind of an ass. I can pull some cards for this person, but honestly, I would like way more to see like, if you don't get hung up on the meager offerings that this person could bring, you know, and then take, what is coming towards you, right? What is building for you? What are these blessings that are coming? Why are these doors closing in your life? Because it seems like there's something new that's being created that you need room for and you need all of your attention for. So rather than doing the extended reading that I usually do, where I look into the person that came through, we're not going to think about this person. We're going to take a look at future energies, what's coming towards you, how you can embrace some of these blessings that are coming, maybe what you need to deal with this, you know, what kind of advice can I give you about not staying in that lower vibrational energy of this person. And what can you look forward to? Because it sounds like there's something really good coming, especially with this Queen of Pentacles being in the reverse. You just don't have any idea what it is, and neither do I. So I'm a little bit excited to find out. I'll put the preview to that at the end of the video. Link is in the description box if you want to join me, and I'll see you over there. Bye. Hi everyone, and thank you so much for joining me for the extended Gemini love reading. So Gemini, I've shuffled the deck, I've pulled your cards. Like I said, I was going to change up the spread for this extended reading because I didn't want to give too much energy to this person that came through in the public. I did pull 2 cards around that situation. I wanted to know what the person will be doing or showing you. And then I wanted to figure out what the lesson was for you in this so that you can wrap this up and move on, right? The other cards that I've pulled are taking a look at the opportunity that will be coming towards you after this is done. Or taking a look at how you can be open to this opportunity, when you can expect the opportunity to present itself, how it will affect or change your life, and I pulled some advice for you. So let's just take a look at the bottom of the deck. My guess is this is going to have to do with a lot of this person's energy from the public reading, especially because we got the devil smack in the middle of these here. So just a quick update on this person. They were trying to make you jealous, right? Because you stopped dealing with them. They felt rejected and they went to go find a new supply of energy, is what this is looking like. So this person that is coming towards you in the public reading, they are dealing with someone else. I think they're getting tired of the person that they're dealing with, because the person they're dealing with is an enabler. This person allows them to just kind of do whatever. And I think deep down what your person really wanted was someone to hold them accountable, which is a surprise, because when you held that person accountable, they did the exact opposite of what you were talking to them about, right? And so this is kind of this person's karma, is like they went off to go be with someone else and they got exactly what they thought they wanted from you, which was like a doormat, right?